Hi everyone, welcome back. So, chocolate. So, what do you think of the word chocolate? By hearing the word chocolate, I feel like wow, yum. Please just give me a bunch of chocolates and that's it. So, today in the video we'll be making a chocolate sponge cake. That means a plain chocolate cake which you can eat with your tea, coffee, or whatever variations you want to do, you can do that. So let's start with it. So for chocolate cake, what we need is we need flour, which is 60 grams of flour. Why 60 grams? I'll tell you. 60 grams of flour with a little bit, a pinch of baking powder. So I've already mixed the baking powder in this. Then we'll be needing butter, which is 100 grams, and it is unsoftened butter, so that when you mix with it is easy to mix. Then cocoa powder, which is 60 grams. So flour, which is 40 grams. Flour, which is 60 grams, and cocoa powder, which is 40 grams, combined together will be 100 grams. So powdered sugar, butter and flour, they should be all equal. So there's a 1:1:1 ratio for that. So now flour, which is 60 grams, and cocoa powder, which is 40 grams, equals 100. So there's a ratio which we formed. Then we need powdered sugar, which is also 100 grams. As I told, the ratio should be equal to make a perfect sponge cake. That is 1:1:1. That is, if your flour is 100 grams, your butter should be also 100 grams and your powder should be also 100 grams. So next ingredient what we need is eggs. So here are 2 eggs which I am adding in the cake. I've added a little bit of vanilla essence in it, so that the cake smell, the egg smell goes off, and the flavor also enhances. So let's start with the recipe. Okay, so let's start with the recipe. So first we'll be adding butter and powdered sugar in it. So we'll be mixing butter and powdered sugar till it becomes light and fluffy in color, and then we'll be adding the eggs to it. So this is butter which has gone into my pan over here, into my bowl, and this is powdered sugar. So I'll be mixing both of them together till it forms a light and fluffy color. So let's start. Okay, can you guys see this? This is how, when your butter and sugar mixes, this is how creamy it will become. Can you see this? Okay, you have to mix it till the sugar gets dissolved in it. Okay, scrape out the sides from the bowl and put it into the middle, so that whatever remaining is on the sides also get mixed properly and incorporated into it properly. So let's start again. Mix it for a while and then we'll add eggs. Okay, now it is done. So can you see this, how creamy it has become? The color also has changed and it has become a little bit light and fluffy. So this is how the fluffiness of the batter should be of your powdered sugar and butter. Now we will mix eggs into it, but one by one, not all at once, because it will curdle the mixture. So what I'm doing right now, as I told you, I had mixed vanilla essence with the egg. So I'm mixing it a bit, so that when I'm adding the mixture, everything is incorporated into it. You can whisk your mixture, or you can just mix it like this and add. Anyways, it will going to be mixed in it. So add it little by little into the butter mixture, so that it incorporates well into that mixture, and scrape out the sides also, so that everything is incorporated and mixed, nothing is left. Okay, so here what am I going to do is, now I'm going to mix it on a less speed, so that the mixture doesn't come out. Can you see it? How that egg mixture got incorporated? Like this, we have to mix the whole egg mixture into it little by little, so that it becomes more fluffy and the sugar gets also dissolved. So let's start mixing. Can you see it how well it is getting incorporated? So we have to do this. So we have to add little by little the egg mixture into it, so that the butter and the sugar mixture gets nicely incorporated, and also scrape out the sides so that they can mix properly and your nice batter will be formed. And also check if the sugar has dissolved or not, because it is not good if the sugar is not dissolved, and while your cake has been baked, and you can, when you eat your cake, you find sugar crunchy. Can you see this? Soft peaks forming. This means that your egg has been fully incorporated into it. Okay, now we'll add flour mixture into this. So in this, as I had told you earlier, that I had mixed baking powder into it, so that it gives, it is a rising agent. Egg is also a rising agent. It helps to rise your cake. So I'm mixing it and all nicely, so that it gets mixed well. And also I'm going to mix the cocoa powder into the flour, so that I get that chocolate flour color. So I'm mixing the cocoa powder also into it now, so that it gets incorporated. So can you see this color? Chocolatey brown color. So this is your flour mixture, and you're going to add this little by little again, just to fold it so that your egg mixture doesn't curdle. Okay, and whisk it on number 1 speed, so that it doesn't overflow. Okay, you guys see the nice chocolatey color? So this is how the chocolate color comes from the cocoa powder. And now you have to mix it properly. Scrape it from the sides, whatever the mixture has come on the sides. Nicely. And mix so that it gets incorporated. So a little bit has fallen down, so I put it over here. Okay, now we'll give it a quick stir. Can you see that? Can you see the peaks forming? Can you see this? So this is your chocolate batter cake is ready. Now what we'll do is we'll line up a cake tin, put a parchment paper or a butter paper into it, and then bake it. So let's start. Okay, so I have lined up the butter or the tin with the butter paper into it and greased the sides with the butter, so that when the cake is ready, it is easy to come out. So here's a little tip. You can add little bit of milk into the batter and incorporate it nicely. If you think you can add, your batter is not in a dropping consistency, then you can add milk. Dropping consistency means it needs to drop like this on its own. Okay, I'm not pushing my spoon, but the batter is going whoop like this. So now let us pour it into a cake tin nicely. Scrape out the sides nicely and pour it in the cake tin. Okay, we've added the cake batter into the cake tin, and now what we'll do is we'll just tap it on the so that it gets equal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now we'll bake it in the oven. Okay, just let me fix this. Okay, so now we'll bake it in the oven for 180 degrees Celsius, again for 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll plate it. So let's go. Now we are baking our cake into our oven. So this is my oven which I have right now at my home, and I have preheated it at 180 degrees Celsius. And now I'm going to put my cake batter, which looks like this right now, and into it for about 20 to 30 minutes. And after it is baked, we'll see it later when it's done. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes now, and now we are going to check our cake. So I'm putting on my gloves, and let's see how the cake has turned out. Wow, what a color. Can you guys see this? Yes, and it has come a perfect dome shape color. Okay, so it has come a perfect dome shape and a little bit cracked, which means that the cake has been baked good. So to check evenly if the cake has baked evenly from all the sides, what we are going to do is I'm going to prick it with a knife and check if it comes out clean. In the middle, yes, you can see that it has come out clean. On the sides, yes. For a safer purpose, we are doing it on sides also. If the middle is cooked, the sides is also cooked, of course. But for a safer purpose, we'll I'm checking it on a side also. So now we'll cool this cake and then we'll do the plating. So here I've formed a cooling rack here next to the OTG. So what I'll be doing is I'll be see, so easy. So I'll be keeping it upside down for some time so that it gets cooled, and then I'll show you the characteristics of how the cake has been done. Okay? Hi guys. So our chocolate cake is ready now, and this is how it looks like. It has a perfect dome shape, and it has a nice beautiful crack and a nice brown chocolatey color. I am, just drooling over it. I'm just going to have it right now. So I just wanted to show you some characteristics of it. So can you just see the sponginess of my cake? I'm doing it and it's going back to its own shape. The softness of the cake. This is your cake should look like. Okay, the crust, which is soft and has a beautiful crack. The base, which is also soft and nice, and it's ready to eat. So I'll show you the plating in my next sec, and then voila, we can have this cake. Okay, so this is how my cake looks like. This is a piece of the cake, and see, if you can see, this is the softness and this is the bubbles. You can see that? So this is how it looks from inside, and it's soft. So please enjoy the chocolate cake recipe and tell me how your chocolate cake would turn out. And please do share and subscribe my channel on YouTube. And for the recipe below, I'll post a link on my description box where you can find the recipe, printable recipe, and my Instagram page, my Facebook page where you can follow us. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you till next time. Bye-bye.